Hi everybody. I was looking at some dies that just cut the edge of cards off, and they have letters that are attached to the edge of the card. And I thought, I wonder if we could do this. Now, on the dies, what it does is the bottom part embosses, but I thought, well, we could substitute that with the pen tool. So that's what I've done here. So this the back side of this card is like if you are folding an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. So that's what this part here is. And then this is the topper that would go on top of that. I just put a block back there just so you could see it, just to get an idea. Okay, so now I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to work with the word graduate this time. And I think I'll change the color of this because I already had the purple. And we'll make it the same color as graduate, outline and inline. So like I said, this here, if I go over here to condense, you'll see it's 5.5 inches wide by 8.5 inches high, and I hit apply, and this is what I got. And the graduate is the font Adorable. And what I like about it is that the openings on the letters are higher up. And that's really important for what I'm going to teach you. If, let's say, it was something like this and you notice how the opening is real close to the bottom, you could do it, but it won't work as well. So I just wanted to show you that so you have an idea of what you're going to be working with. And I don't need the space tool, not right now. Come back out again. The other thing that I need to do is take my card base, and I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. I already have 90 written in the angle. Let me hit apply. And then I want to put this one edge here angled. So I'm going to come over here, replace my arc, and wherever you start as, where it's going to cut it off. So I'm going to start pretty deep in, and go in, click. Oh, for some reason it went to the corner. I don't want that. I'm going to do it again. So there we go. That's better. So this part here will end up being the top, and this part here will end up being the bottom. I'm going to take this and shrink it up, bring it down. I have to make that a lighter color. So I'm going to outline it and the fill tool. For some reason. There we go. And I need to make sure that this is on the top part and not underneath. Okay? So I'm going to click these two, bring these two together as a group. And I'm not grouping them, I'm just bringing them together as a group. I'm going to go to text and fit text to path. And then I'm going to hit apply. I like the way that it's spaced. Everything looks good to me. So I'm going to hit break text from path. And then I'm going to take these letters, and at this time I think you could still probably, still enlarge it if you needed to. I just wanted to show you that. I don't need to, but I just wanted to show you that you could. You're still at that adjusting stage. So I'm going to get the letters, and I'm going to use my arrow keys. Let me get up close though so I can show you. This over slightly. I want you to see the letter D especially, because you can see where the opening is up higher. You're going to see why this is so important. So I'm going to use my arrow keys and bring it down. And I notice that they're not on top. I need to bring them to the front. There we go. So I'm going to bring it down. Actually, I'll probably just pull it down. And I don't want the D to come down where you can see the blue behind it with the opening. I want that to be above. It just makes life easier. The U is not as important. Well, it would make life easier if that part was up too, I think. Okay, so that's good. Now I'm going to go to Wireframe. And there's a little bit of space in between each one of these, and that's what we need. Okay, so I'm going to go back out. I'm sorry, I got the wrong one. Go off of the wireframe. And now I'm going to gather these together. I'm going to hit Alt-D, make a duplicate. and I'll put that aside. I'm going to bring a box around this, and I'm going to go over here and hit weld. So that is the outside of my topper. Okay, now I can rotate this. Oh no, actually I can't yet. One more step. I'm going to bring this over here, and then I'm going to go over here and bring this to my workspace. And the reason we need to have this one lighter and this one darker is we need contrast, because we're going to come over here and hit subtract weld. Okay, this is going to be the part that you're going to be using your pen tool on. We don't need the rest of this around here, so I'm going to come over to the eraser. I'm going to click both sides and the bottom. Okay, so now that we have this piece here, we need to match it up with graduate. Bring that back in, and I'm going to gather them together, and I'm going to center them. Now I know that doesn't make, you're not seeing it, doesn't make any sense right now, but I think I got lucky, and it looks like it may have done exactly what I wanted to. This needs to go to the back, the dark part, and I need the light part up front for some reason. I wonder if it changed colors. Let's try that. Yeah, that's what had happened. It changed colors. Okay, so I'm going to go up close again. And see how it's down below? I'm going to use my arrow keys. We've already centered it. So I'm going to use my arrow keys until that line hits here perfectly. I'm going to use my magnifying tool and come in closer. And it is. It's right on the line. Got really lucky with that. Sometimes you have to fiddle with it. Okay, I'm going to come back in again, because now what I need to do is get my eraser tool. We don't need this, and we don't need this because we don't want this part drawn. So in between each letter, you have to erase the line. Just in between the letters. Okay, and that's the last one. So I can go back out. Okay, that looks good. So make sure everything looks good. So now we're done. I'm going to hit group, and I'm going to go back to rotate and apply. And there is our card. With this one here, let me, because I know this is already the right size, I'm going to break group, click on the outer one. This is just to show you what it's going to look like. You wouldn't need to do this because you're going to have the card that you're placing your graduate on top of. I'm going to send that to the back, and here's your card. So when I go to the cut panel, I'm not hooked up to my machine. I just wanted to show you. There's a lot of colors because I have a lot of different things on the page. Is this the right one? Okay, here's the right one. So this would be the part, the light green is what you would use your pen tool on first. Then, once your pen tool's done, you switch back to your blade and you would cut it out. Of course, this part here would not be there. You would just have this part here. And so then you would cut this out, and then once it's cut out, then you would put them back together. So you can do this with words, letters. I mean, you can do this with a lot of different things. But I just wanted to share it with you because I thought you would enjoy making these. I'm thinking you can use stars, hearts, you know, whatever you want. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this helps you. And even though I'm doing this in the Inspiration Pro 2014, I'm sure that, you know, many of you have different softwares. You'd probably be able to do the same thing. So enjoy.